he can hit the ball really hard. I use the term a lot of times, Krispy Kreme, make him look like a donut. He can really hit that thing.
And I thought Vic was just that little short, fat, funny guy, as he would say. I just remember him saying the deuce court player will play more balls, and this is why, is that every point originates in the deuce court. So I'm sitting at the table with Tim, so he plays the deuce. He's taken 3 returns, I've taken 2. Tim returns again, he's taken 4, I'm still at 2. For example, the kid who's either picking his nose or picking dandelions in Little League Baseball, they put him out in right field because they can't catch, and very few people are going to be hitting the right field. Just the breakdown, how many people are right-handed, how many people are left-handed, it's about 85%. Most people are mistaught the grip. They're taught a strong continental grip. So the right-hander with a really strong continental grip on the forehand side, the ball goes, the racket face is lined up to the deuce court. And then the same thing, the right-handers are running around their backhand, they're pulling horizontally on their forehand ground stroke, and the ball goes to the deuce court. So that's what Vic used to say, that the macho male ego, the man will say, honey, I'm going to play the ad court. That's where all the big time points are played. But Vic used to say, well, it's the deuce court player that makes the ad court player famous. Why cash in the deuce court?
That's where they're comfortable, yeah. But, we spend a lot of time with me serving from the service line or just behind it to his backhand and me just saying, make a wall with the racket face and then drive your left palm. And then just having JJ practice, poaching off that middle return or inside out return. I mean, we probably did that drill more than any other.
Boy, I tell you what, Andy, too, it's not to pat you on the back, but it showed. I mean, I had our kids watch it in the academy, and I was commenting on it. You could feel him tracking on that inside out, and I mean, you blink and he was on top of the net behind it.
Yeah, so, coming in.
Yeah.
So I think, for both of them, but it'd be interesting to Steve to measure, to do the stats on some of the doubles matches now when they're played no ad. So the no ad scoring is who would take more returns, actually, because I think that might be different now. It seems to be for a lot of people. I don't really think they go, hey, you're going to take the ads. It's kind of like who feels better in the moment, who's doing a little better at the time to who takes it, kind of who's feeling hot. It seems to be kind of the way rather than, hey, I'm going to do this, I think it's going to depend on who they're playing against, the matchup and who's returning well.
One thing on a tabletop return, the racket, it's a linear pattern. It's like a volley with the added follow through. You're taking the racket across the ironing board. It's great for framework, the framework for building a house. Typically, the tabletop return in doubles, unless it's a really, really weak serve, because you're not imparting topspin. I mean, you can, catching the ball early, you can hit, say, modified mild topspin. It's not violent spin, per se, but it seems like your guys pulled that off where they played some tabletop returns, and Dave said they're just all over the net. Have you been working with them in the framework on when you have that shot, you can start to really build your game with, in relationship of strokes, in relationship of spins, playing from one zone to the next?
I don't really use the term tabletop really that often. I mean, even the flat, right, is from Vic Braden again, is 17 degrees upward. Tabletop would be more for volleys, they're feeling that linear path, across an ironing board, but definitely just driving. Making a wall with the racket and driving. Robert's forehand, his left side pulls out a little bit. So, mirroring the hands, keeping your head still, palm to the target. That's been the simple phrase. For JJ, he can hit the ball really hard, especially on the forehand side. And I use the term a lot of times, Krispy Kreme, make him look like a donut when he's got a look, and he can really hit that thing. But it can either go in or it can go through the back wall. So finding, a medium ground there is important, but you got to keep a low trajectory in doubles, and if you can get in, get in.